Yes. Soon enough, you will forget. Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to Prince William by Night, the Night Shift. I am David Legan, aka Sylvanov the Dark Druid, and I will be your host and storyteller for this evening's vignette. It is my esteemed pleasure to introduce to you our players for the evening, and we will start with Miss Ruth Collie.
Cool. Yeah, sorry about that. But yeah, I'm actually Sara. You can find me Cypress Sumka on most things. I'm one of the hosts and writers for Blank Bodies podcast.
Hey, I'm Chase, our Black Coffee Chase. You'll find out who I am. That's not important.
Yeah, for sure. So we rejoin Miss Coule out at the Three Monkeys, where she had an evening of disturbing technological interruptions, to say the least. And having gone to the Three Monkeys and meeting with several of the coterie members for a heated exchange of ideologies, differences of opinions, is rapidly exiting the Three Monkeys. And as she does so, she receives yet another text. Again, it's the familiar black on black with only a shade's difference. Again, another countdown showing 26 minutes, 23 seconds, 22 seconds, 21 seconds, 20 seconds.
Hey, going for timing, sir or madam. I don't know I don't know who you are. Not personally. Yeah, I will make my way downtown, walking fast, while scheduling a lift.
Doesn't take but a few minutes for the lift to meet you at your given coordinates at the corner of a couple of streets there in Old Town, just down a couple blocks from the Three Monkeys. Probably a Lyft driver you've seen before. Not too impressionable, good driver, quiet, doesn't bug you, doesn't even give you the, here's a drink, here's a snack, have a nice evening, hey, well, how are you doing? None of that. You've told him before, just get me where I need to go. And in this particular instance, you have a set of coordinates that lead you out Sudley Road to the far end towards Route 29, where it connects at the Manassas Battlefield Memorial. And an old structure there is where she chooses to be dropped off. Coordinates aren't there. They're a bit catty-cornered up Route 29, across the highway, across the railroad tracks, behind a line of trees, across a small brook where she might even find a small footbridge and a stagnant pond that's just off to the side of the creek. And by the time she gets there, looking at her phone once more, the timer is 1 minute, 8 seconds, 7 seconds. When you get there, it's only a couple blocks walk from where you were dropped off. And as you approach, you can see that it is definitely secluded. It's protected from sight from the highway. It is a dense line of trees. When you cross, there's the railroad tracks. There's a small footbridge that crosses the creek and into another clearing a few 20 some odd yards into the woods. And it seems that the coordinates land you almost directly at a small, old, rotted wood bench that's alongside this small pond.
Well, I mean, I've had worse places for a first date, so I guess this is fine.
You'll notice at this time of night, it's probably about 1 a.m. There is a nice chill in the air as a recent cold front is pushed through recently, and there's definitely a rising mist or fog that starts arising up from the water and the creek and the forest itself. It definitely lends itself to the 1990s B horror movie. Every one of them you've ever seen. This is that one moment where you are screaming at the screen, telling them to get out, get away, you're going to die. That is the overwhelming sensation that this provides. It's not comforting. It's It might even put Ruth a little off ease considering the recent events and occurrences. What happened at the Thinblood house.
Yeah.
The actions of her friends.
It's cool. It's cool. It's cool. It's fine. Look, it's fine. Gonna kill me immediately would have happened. And if I die, I don't have to pay back my student loan, so it's fine.
Is there anything that Ruth does as she waits?
She'll
bring anything with her?
Other than her, the leather kind of mischief rogue bag of just some odds and ends and pieces and the destroyed laptop.
Anything particular I should know about in your bag of mini tricks?
Nothing particular. Well, she didn't bring the bolt cutters because those kind of stick out. No, just kind of, box cutters, wires, just duct tape, just things that are just handy to have in case.
So a kidnap kit.
No. No. Unless that's their kink, and I'm not gonna dissuade somebody from that. But otherwise, no.
Okay. She prepared any rituals for the evening? Has she done anything on herself or to herself? And while we're at it, why don't you give me a rouse check and let me know what your current hunger is?
I should do that. She has her usual couple of bloodstones, but hasn't had the need to stick them on anybody yet. I'm good.
Okay, so what is your current hunger?
I believe we left me at a 1 last time, so I should still be there.
As she waits.
Go
ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say, I think the only thing she would have done on the way to here, she would have sent a text to Blanka, just being like, "Hey, so if I'm AFK for more than like a couple of days, you might want to check out the War Memorial."
I would say make a note of that and probably put that into post or play by post at some point, just so that that's part of canon.
That's fair. Yeah, that would be the only thing. It's just, I gotta tell my big sister that I'm doing something stupid.
One thing you do notice as you kind of start looking around, there's the general fallen trees, decay of old wood. Looking up, you notice stars start to disappear as clouds begin to gather. There's the distant occasional flash of lightning, a little roll of thunder far off in the distance. The most notable sound is the constant creak and the stillness of the stagnant pond.
Is there any, like, crickets, cicadas?
Yeah, there's
like
you can hear the nature sounds that one would expect in such an environment. Crickets, there's an occasional toad or frog yelping, bleeding out, But other than that, it's the threat of weather begins to become a little more apparent, just adding to the overall gloom. there's probably that impending doom feel that most Tremere have as a state of being anyway. But it's more noticeable this evening. Your beast, while quiet, is not silent. So what are we doing here? What are you doing here? Why would you come here? What are you thinking? Let's go back to home.
Gonna see where this goes.
If
We're
you
gonna
whisper,
see where
you're gonna
this
have to
goes.
whisper at the mic.
Oh no, you're fine. Yeah, just in their head. They're not saying this aloud because that screwed things up last time. Just internally, just like look, we're just gonna see where this goes.
A couple minutes pass by. The timer runs down, of course. There's no notice, there's no vibration or anything. It just stops.
The phone seems fine though, right?
As far as you know, yeah. You check a couple of things, it seems to function.
I'm still paying this off. Please don't do that.
5 minutes go by.
Oh.
10 minutes go by.
Yeah.
It starts to feel odd, silly, like I got led on a goose chase. I'm not sure how Ruth would feel about just standing there waiting.
She'd be fine with waiting for a while, because if this is tied into what happened previously, she does have a desire to talk and maybe hash things out or make amends or try to figure out what the fuck's going on. Worst case, if she ends up having to wait for more than like 5 or 10 minutes, she might just sit on the bench if it seems sturdy enough to sit.
It looks sturdy enough. It just seems old and, a little dry rotted, weathered, a little algae on it. It's next to a stagnant pond.
Yeah, she'll just sit and probably just scroll through like social media, and she's like, look, if the second it starts raining, I'm leaving.
Do you
She just
face
says
the
aloud.
pond or face away from it?
Is the bench facing the pond?
Well, it's just like, it's literally just 4 slats on a couple of 6x6 pillars held up between them. It's lateral, and you could either face the pond or not face the pond.
Okay.
It's not like it has a back or anything.
So basically, it on the other side of the pond, is it just woods?
Yeah, you're surrounded by dense woods. This is a small clearing.
Yeah, she might just... Yeah, she'll sit on it and, like, face towards the pond a bit, and then just kind of keep her head on a swivel just to be like, do I hear anybody coming? Do I hear anything coming? Also, if the animals suddenly go quiet, she's leaving.
Right.
There's a hard line. If all the crickets shut up, just no.
Yeah, the insect sounds and the little scurries in the nearby woods do not cease. They continue to be sporadic here and there. I'll give you a wits and awareness.
Cool. Yeah, let us do the thing. Doesn't notice shit. She's just like, yep, I'm in danger. I'm in danger. It's just kind of quietly accepted that, being like, okay, look,
One obvious thing, you do hear and notice ripples lapping at the edge of the pond. It's not a very big pond. It's probably about 40 feet round in diameter. It's not a very big one, but you may not have noticed what caused them, but there's definitely the little lap of waves disturbing the algae. And
she's gonna Google if we're far enough south for there to be alligators.
No. You Google it, and yeah, it's not common in Northern Virginia for there to be alligators. It's too cold during the winters. And
look, she's from the city, and alligators are not a thing in Chicago, so she's just like, are they here? I don't...
Local wildlife is more like beavers, there's nutria, all your common wildlife in the deciduous forests of the East Coast, but definitely no alligators. There's been an occasional, like, oversized snake that's been released by some owner that couldn't handle it or should have never had one to begin with, but no.
Okay, just gonna sit here and wait to either make a friend or get murdered.
There is a loud snap behind you. Dry twig or leaves rustle. Definitely catches your attention.
Yeah.
Turning and looking, you see a deer. Just a standard Virginia white-tailed deer. As you snap around, it quickly comes to attention and looks at you for a brief moment, turns and bounds away. At the same moment, there is definitely loud noise from the pond. Water splashes, moves. You whip around, and what you see rising out of the pond is from probably your darkest nightmares.
Oh boy.
It is a creature. You can't say human, you can't say alien. It looks more demonic. It rises up, literally is nearly 7 feet tall at your estimate. You remember Pumpkinhead?
Mm-hmm.
Has that kind of face. Has spikes and ridges on its head. Its arms and legs have multiple elbows and knees. There are 6 elongated digits on each hand. 2 opposable thumbs literally on each hand that look like weapons that are insanely long, and immediately your beast screams for you to run.
You're gonna do that?
You should not leave.
Okay, we'll try to stop myself on a dime and look like an absolute idiot. Okay.
You are Miss Coule.
Yeah.
It walks up and out of the pond,
Oh god.
stands to its full height.
Oh, you're a big boy.
Please have a seat, Miss Coule. I summoned you.
You could just call me Ruth. It's okay.
As you wish, you may call me Damien.
Damien. Okay. Okay, hold on. Okay.
Has this oddly weird, almost ear-to-ear grin with a mouth full of just jagged stalactite, stalagmite-like teeth. You're not sure if it's grinning or menacing. It's hard to tell. Yeah, this is not something you've probably seen before. You may have heard whispers about an archon in the area that resembled some kind of monstrous demon. It's probably been talked about once or twice around the chantry.
Oh boy, alright. Yeah, we're just gonna make a mental note of, yeah, there's probably a lot of people on TikTok that want to do terrible things with this consentingly, but that is a joke I'm gonna save for later.
You seem uncomfortable, Miss Ruth.
Thank you.
My appearance disturbs you.
I think if I didn't have the cryptic messages on top of your sudden appearance out of the pond,
one cannot be too careful when dealing with technology.
you're not wrong. Do you want me to sit next to you on the bench, sir?
It motions one of those gore hands to the bench for you to have a seat as it begins to finish coming out of the pond and almost folds itself origami style or contortionist style into what looks like a seated position at eye level with you. Probably less than a foot away. It's probably uncomfortable. There is a stench of death that accompanies its presence. There is a skin crawl. You can see where it's crawled up out of the ground. The grass and weeds at its feet has died.
Ooh. That's interesting. Yeah.
There are things we must discuss.
I would hope so, considering the damage to my equipment, that you meant this to be serious. So I'm just gonna... Yes, what's going on, Damien?
Yes, and he raises a hand and begins making weird motions with it. It seems oddly like some kind of sign language. You're not sure. It's not like ASL, but it resembles those kinds of motions. But it does it with one hand. You have gotten the attention of those you should not have. Your friends have done things they should not have and have earned my ire.
Well, if it's any mild condolence, I did not ask them to do that.
It is not.
And I'm also very cross with my friends.
On your behalf, your actions were well noted, which is why we are speaking.
Okay.
The domicile your friends saw fit to torch and burn was that of a person named Marcus. You can assume a Duskborn. You understand this word.
Yes.
You were there to introduce yourself, I understand.
Yes.
I have someone for you to meet.
Oh.
Again, there's a hand held up and a set of oddly insect praying mantis-like motions made. No look in any general direction, but from behind you, you can hear very, very controlled, soft footsteps that almost make no sound at all. And there's a very contrary feel coming from behind you. Contrary to the embodiment of death and decay in front of you, there's an almost lifelike presence, an almost warmth that seems to come out from the woods.
This is a really weird sandwich to be in, I'm gonna be honest.
May I introduce Ashe, a friend of mine. And there's a big, long, single come hither motion. You are
Hi.
muted.
I'm sorry. Ash is going to light a cigarette and walk near them.
Would you describe Ashe, please?
Yeah, Ash is like 6 foot, slender, I guess medium dark hair, like very light green eyes. If you're like nearing them, they smell like rosewood, orange blossom, kind of like juniper, like a mixture, and cigarettes, of course. But yeah, they give off a very very lively, very warm feeling. Like it doesn't something that gravitates like your eye. You just look at them. yeah, at friends, I'm gonna be like, Damien, that's a little bit much. We're not friends.
There's a
am I
tilt
late
to the toothy facial grin?
You haven't waited here long now.
Not terribly long, but I mean, I've technically got the rest of forever to wait, so...
Cool vibes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, so I'm not getting murdered and buried in this pond, right?
I hope not. And you'll see, like, the hand that they lit the cigarette with, they have a circle, crescent moon.
Ah.
Like they've been marked by the Camarillo.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Damien unfolds himself, again standing, and begins to walk where Ashe had come from, kind of molding into the gathering mist and fog. And unless you were to use some kind of supernatural sight, seems to disappear just at the edge of the woods. Out of the clearing.
He's probably still around. So,
yeah, I just assume everywhere I go has a Nosferatu of some sort until proven otherwise. Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah.
Do you want a cigarette?
If you want to share one, sure, why not?
Hand one over, light it for you.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
So, okay. Ashe, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you know who I am?
I know you're Ruth. I know you tried to talk to the people that the place Marcus ran, and then the house got burned down and people got murdered.
Yeah. So that's... Are you a friend of Marcus's, or...
I am, they call me, mostly, derogatory, but the Thinblood Primogen, because I'm the oldest, and I got it after the other one, died, for lack of better words.
Okay. Well, I'm sorry about your promotion.
Yeah, we had a love affair. It was enough for multiple lifetimes.
Yeah. I just... Fucking hell. Okay. So... Okay. I'm gonna be frank with you on this whole situation on my end. What happened that night, I super don't condone any of that. Did not know any of that was happening. I got called into the middle of that shit, and I am very sorry. Just want that straight out of the gate. Also, I'm sorry you're in the position that you're in. It's very fucked up.
No,
but I'm also in a fucked up position, so, here we are. In the middle of a war memorial park.
I'm trying to change that, if that helps. I don't know what you know about Thinbloods in the area, how many there are, like...
Darling, here I have no idea. I've only been here recently, and I've spent most of my time in the Chantry just trying to...
is Crowley still running? Crowley and
yeah. He's difficult.
You literally don't have any idea.
I don't have a full picture. I am assuming I will be enlightened as I spend more time in the city. And feel free to, and honestly, any issues you have with anybody in the Tremere, feel free to tell me, please.
Oh, they don't mind. There's a reason why all of the Thinblood weaknesses and all the other physiological things charts that you have are so well documented.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, that makes sense. Yeah, okay, so am I understanding this correctly? So you guys are working with the Tremere in this city? Yes?
Loosely. We got a deal worked out with Miller.
Mm-hmm.
At least for blood for a favor.
Okay. That's fair. It's honestly kind of a better deal than a lot of people get with my clan, so good, I guess.
Well, we have the distinct advantage of knowing a lot of the weak parts in the Chantry, and if they were to get leaked, then
it'd be pretty funny, I'll be honest. Not that I condone you doing that.
There is a awful sound, an animal-like scream from the woods, the direction which Ashe came and Damien went. There is a rush of rapid footsteps. You can hear the grunt and a squeal of "you're not sure," and it ends as fast as it begins, and you can hear the footsteps growing closer. Damien exits the woods carrying the deer that you had seen only a few moments before. He casts it down in front of Ashe. "You looked peckish."
I really wish you wouldn't do that.
Did he though?
You can see its neck is absolutely snapped, but it seems to still be breathing.
Oh god, you turned it to a head on a stick. Oh god.
I'm going to use a discipline.
By all means. Enlighten us.
I'm going to use Valerian.
Please.
Intelligence and Fortitude. That is 8 successes.
By all means, describe what Ruth witnesses.
You're gonna see me just place a hand over it, like my face going towards it. Like it kind of looks like I'm going to like bite its neck out, and I just give it like a small gentle kiss, and you can see like its neck like fixing and going back.
You can hear bones cracking back into place. You can see its neck twist back and right itself. The look in its eyes goes from the dull eye of something that was about to die to the glassy eyes of a terrified animal as it rapidly gets to its feet and bounds off. Go ahead.
I'm gonna immediately turn away from Ruth and take off my hat and wipe my head and come back.
Ruth, there's a distinct coppery smell as he turns back around and a slight glossy sheen on his sleeve. There's a sickly chuckle from Damien. Such a waste.
Am I able to put 2 and 2 together on that whole situation?
By all means, roll your occult.
Yeah, absolutely.
Intelligence and occult. Or wits and occult, either one.
Yeah, yes, absolutely. Just like, what the shit?
There are many secrets held within the Chantry Library.
Alright, I got 3 successes.
3's enough. You've read enough about other kindred probably asked enough questions. You're not 100% certain, but there's an 85-90%. Because Ashe, made a point not to let you see what's under their hat.
Yeah, just Ruth just kind of just sitting on the fence, just kind of like.
But they did just bring that thing back to life from the brink of death.
That deer is gonna have so many weird stories to tell its deer friends. Thank God they don't talk language. Oh my God. Okay. Okay. That was. All right. Good job, my guy. Yes. Okay, so, is there a reason why we have to meet in the middle of
Now
the
point
woods?
to Damien.
Yeah.
I like this place, so close to so many tortured souls. And he points in the general direction of the battlefield.
Yeah.
It's
we're
literally
that.
always like this.
Yeah, gathering. I just. No, you're fine. You're fine.
So,
I'm just,
like I said, I'm the Thinblood primogen, pretty much.
Okay.
What happened? Why did a whole house burn down? Why people died? Not just Canaanites or kindred.
Yeah.
Associate Marcus has met final death.
And Marcus gave back to the community. Sure, he wasn't like an outstanding, always on the up and up, but he helped.
Look, man, I was requested to help out with something that other people were working on. I wasn't given fucking full ideas. I didn't know what was going on in that house.
From who?
One of my fellow Tremere. I assumed it was just going to be a come out, wham, bam, thank you, ma'am situation, and then there's other friggin' people there.
I know a lot of the Tremere and the Chantry. Do you have a name?
Blanka.
I don't know.
Look,
Miss Rosa,
yes.
whom we sent the flower.
Oh, that Rosa. Okay.
Yeah, you look, man. Blanka and I don't agree on everything, but Blanka's chill. I mean, that night she wasn't chill, but that was extenuating circumstances, at least on her part, as far as I could tell in the situation. But not the point. I asked to go to this house to investigate things, and people are already tense, and people are surrounding the house with weapons. I don't fucking know why. So I thought it would be better to just go and talk like a normal civilized person. And I had an issue, and I'm sorry. It's really embarrassing, and I'm sorry it happened. But I understand why the door was shut and I was shot, which is fine. I accept being shot, especially because people are being fucking weird and threatening beforehand. All we had to do was leave. But no, next thing I know, there's a fucking Molotov being thrown, and...
Who threw it?
St. Germain.
I'll look at Damien.
The good doctor runs the morgue. The one with ties to the Independence and the Giovanni.
That's a
the
shame
ones
that's...
you were supposed to work with against our common.
Yes. When I came up with this plan, it was great. It was fucking
Freaking man.
If Damien could shrug with a hint of sarcasm, aside from the insect-like carapace that is his skin, he would have.
Yeah. He's doing his best.
If they have, if they're gonna treat Thinbloods this way, I don't know if we can work with them though.
Yeah, I just.
It is
Look,
imperative to breach the gap.
Look, okay, so from my understanding of things, some folks went inside or around the house, and I don't have all the details of everything that was going on there because I can only hear things, but I definitely heard somebody getting murdered, and I guess it was Marcus, and I'm very sorry. That should not have happened, and I went in because I was going to confront whoever was doing it, and then there was a person, and I figured it was more important to get them out of the house, and I'm sorry.
Do you know where the
I feel
book
really
is?
bad about this. Like, it should... I'm not used to people just jumping to fucking haven destruction and all that.
Yeah, there was Sabat that are more tactful.
Yeah, I know. And I tried to talk about that with them later on, and just every time I've tried to express that this is not okay and I'm not cool with this, and I just want to know
There is
who did
an
what.
awful sensation of one of those six-fingered hands coming down on Ruth's shoulder. Not gripping, not really pressing, just present. There's the alien-like sensation of thumbs on both sides of 3 fingers, or 4 fingers. You failed to answer their question.
I'm sorry, what was the question again?
The book. Where is the book?
I have it. Not on me right now, but I have it.
I think that would be a start on bridging the gap, Damien.
Yeah. That's why I didn't bring up to any of them that I have it, because it's just... If people had just been fucking upfront and honest with me about what happened and why, and understood that I'm not cool with shit, would have maybe talked about it. But I didn't, because it's just...
You seem nervous.
Yeah!
Relax,
I want to
child. I have no intentions of killing you.
No, it's not... You're not making me inherently nervous, but, like, the vibe's not helping. I am wound tight previous to what happened and currently, so it's...
Should I get the deer for you?
Oh, I'm good. I'm so good right now, man. I'm so good. No deer. I'm good.
They remove their hand from you.
Thank you for looking out, though. I appreciate that, but I'm good. No, I... Okay.
Is there a Janet still here? Janet Weiss?
Janet.
Uh,
Is...
Jacqueline?
Jacqueline, yeah. I know, I recognize that name. Why?
I left them a haven we talked about earlier, the previous Thinblood Primogen. I was just curious if they were there, if I could get a few things. I had to leave town in kind of a hurry.
At the...
I don't know if there was a spectacular Kindred and others were being burned at crosses by the Camarilla.
I heard about that situation. I don't have a lot of details on it.
Well, it was a nightmare, and a lot of people died.
Yeah,
A lot of people got burned. Not all of them guilty.
No, they were all guilty of something, Ashe.
Who was it?
I mean, everyone's guilty of stuff if you dig deep enough, but that's not the point right now. Look, I don't have all the details and everything going here in the city. That's part of the reason why I had even gone out of the chantry to try and talk to people outside of the clan, just to get some information and try to help. And apparently all I've done is make things worse, and
gonna reach in my pocket and give you a thumb drive.
Cool. Thanks, bro. What's in the thumb drive?
This is a lot of information. Why things are so fucked up here.
Right.
Maybe some things on your clanmates that aren't so savory among them.
Yeah, that's to be expected, honestly. So I guess in the interest of trying to amend situations and being honest, do you know why I'm here at all?
Yeah, we need to work with you and the Independents to take down the Camarilla. And the Anarchs, for that matter. Sometimes. So, the forest has kind of gotten out of control, and it kind of needs to burn a little bit.
Yeah. Well, there's other concerns as well. On top of that, that was a hell of a sentence to hear from you. And I'm gonna be honest, that's not a bad thing. Just kind of a.
Yeah, like I don't want people to die. It's just like it's systemic, and unless we make actual impactful change, people's lives are going to continue to be ruined. I've spent multiple lifetimes trying to just prove how useful Thinbloods are, how to be beneficial, to keep my head down low. But honestly, now I believe that we should be enacting Gehenna.
Oh, shit. All right.
Yeah, you've heard that word.
That's the one where she's like, whoa, hold up. Okay. I don't 100% know why you don't think Gehenna's just kind of happening right now, but
it is, but like the prophecy, like they're especially afraid of that Thinbloods will hunt them in their strongest like tower.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I mean, Gehenna's signal cool anyway.
Yeah, I just look. This is definitely not the meeting I was expecting. I'll be straight up.
What were you expecting, Miss Coule?
Oh, I was expecting to be buried at the bottom of that pond. I'll be honest.
We can still oblige you.
We won't do that. We're not going to do that.
I'd rather not be buried yet, but you know, I'm glad to know we got options planned. Okay, look, you're saying this stuff in your primogen? Like, damn.
Like I said, like it's a derogatory thing. I'm not actually in Camarilla meetings. They have someone to place the blame on in the domain when something goes wrong.
Yeah, that clocks.
It is analogous. Ashe is leading the Duskborn. Did you not put these facts together?
I don't want to.
It was blatantly condescending.
Yeah, just looks at him and goes, "No, I did put that together. I just find the situation in comparison to the title given from the Camarilla to be entertaining."
And I don't want to, like, I'm not like a messiah, like how some people think. It's really weird. I'm just a normal person. I just want to do the work and like.
Yeah.
Do not be fooled, Ruth. There is nothing normal about Ashe.
Nah, I put that together too, but you know, they can talk about that when they're comfortable with
Damien
it.
slinks awkwardly behind Ashe, placing a hand on both of their shoulders. We have goals to meet, plans that need completion.
Right.
You and your friends have purpose. Elsewise, you would not be here. The offense committed against my associate, and there's an obvious grip from the hands, will not go unanswered.
I tried to tell him. I am more than interested in offering what assistance I can. I don't fully understand what your intentions are with me specifically.
We're like I said, we plan on. We need people on the inside. I know things about the Chantry. I know weak points in the Chantry, the St. Clair Estate, and different Elysiums. I know the Prince's personal bar on the back of my hand.
Oh, that's spicy. Oh, fuck. Oh, that's spicy.
It's we need people on the inside. We need people that we can bridge conversation with. Your independent, like, friends or not friends.
Yeah, that's.
Like I said, if they're cool with killing Thinbloods indiscriminately, they can be caught up in the fire as well. For all I'm really concerned.
I'm trying to understand how they came to those choices and why, and also trying to understand choices that some of them have tried to make with me that I don't appreciate in the slightest. But I don't like the idea of behaving in a similar way just as a retribution. It seems highly illogical and is just going to be a continuing of the cycles of violence that have led us to this bullshit. So, you know.
Damien releases Ashe's shoulders, taps the center of his hat with a single claw. I will have words with the necromancers. I leave you to your conversation.
I'm still gonna pretend like you're here because you do that creepy shit like all the time. To where like I'm going, and then like 10 minutes later you're like, boo.
And as he backs away, as Ashe speaks, he calls out, "Wise decisions, Ashe. We will speak soon."
Does he chaperone all your meetings, or is this just a special case because of me?
No, most of them. Unfortunately, it's one of those things he has. I can't say no.
Is it because of
I literally cannot say no.
like at all, or is this a Bond thing? I'm not trying to pry. It's just I want to be respectful.
I cannot say.
Okay. I appreciate you sharing that. Thank you very much. I'm gonna respect that to the best of my abilities, because that's
Like,
a hell of a problem.
I will like go to talk, and you just see me being like physically cannot say.
Yeah,
anything.
that is a hell of a problem. Oh my god. What the fuck? What the fuck happened to you, man? Like, goddamn.
Ruth, what's an insight?
Yeah, you know what? Just like, all right. 6 successes with a crit.
You have definitely been instructed in the ways of dominance, in the ways of mesmerism, submerged directive, the deepest arts and darkest parts of hypnosis. The Tremere practiced these things on regularity.
Yeah,
You may
there
not
might
have
be
seen this particular effect employed before, but you are well versed in its effects.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Ruth would definitely respond with like, yeah, there's a very distinct reason why I have made such an effort to make sure parameters are clearly understood. and agreed upon and maintained.
Yeah, totally. I personally am
Yeah.
a consensualist.
Yeah. In general, yeah. No, there's a reason why I've refused to learn any dominate. I think it's fucked up. But that's not the point at hand, I guess, right now. So,
Ruth, this does touch on more than one of your convictions.
It does. That's why she's just like, okay, we're just gonna.
So now that he's supposedly gone, I feel like I know what I want from you. Trust goes both ways, and how I'm building it. Even though Damien thinks it seemed we're on the upper hand in this negotiation. I don't think you're a terrible person from what I would have gathered. I think, being pretty empathetic. What do you want to know from me?
Well. Okay. So you're on this goal to destroy the Camarilla just here? Or is this like a...
For now, I recently came back from LA.
Okay.
It seems like it's the same thing. Like anarchs have fiefdoms, they have people in power. Like it. I was hoping that it would be different.
Yeah. It has all the potentiality to be different, but a lot of people will just get a touch of some sense of control for the first time in their life, and they're just like, no, I have to keep being a badass.
Yeah, I guess the ultimate goal is to destroy the Masquerade, the Camarilla, the Anarchs. Not necessarily like the need above the Masquerade, because like ultimately we're keeping this secret society like in power, and there's going to be a weird power dynamic unless everyone knows, everyone has the buy-in. So like the thing with Miller is we were getting Elder Tremere blood to do.
Yeah, he said that.
Alchemy. Yeah, I just what?
And
okay,
like maybe make enough synthetic blood for kindred or Canites to like have, so like we don't have to hunt people anymore, so we can be a member of society again.
Yeah. Ruth, you're young enough that the whole plot line of True Blood just rushed through your head. Like literally just flashed like, right through Ruth's head.
Just like, oh god, I hated watching that series. But point's good. Okay. So the Thinbloods working with the Tremere to make synthetic vitae? Is that...
amongst other things, Tremere like also have always there's Ashe around, not just me, but like Ashe, like Elder Ashe.
Yeah.
That's being circulated. That's being controlled by the Tremere, ostensibly.
Ooh, just more things I'm not surprised about in the slightest.
Yeah, the Tremere are kind of really slimy here. I'm sorry, I don't mean like you.
Darling, no, it's fine. Look, the Tremere that I deal with back home, a lot of them are preparing for some sort of war. I don't know how involved they plan on remaining with the Camarilla when it comes to that, or if they've just decided, hey, so since we got destroyed and no one came to help us when things happened, but I don't get invited to those meetings usually. I was just tasked with making sure people weren't posting fucking vampire business on the internet.
I would also ask if you, there are probably Thinbloods that are still locked in the Chantry. that we can't get to. If you could at least treat them with kindness. I know letting them go would ring alarms and it would essentially blow your cover. Just try to treat them with compassion, please.
Yeah. Storyteller note. Has Ruth seen any of these people before? Or is this brand new news? And she's like, what?
This is something new for Ruth. She has not heard one whisper about Thinbloods being held by the Tremere or the Chantry at all.
Yeah, okay, good, thank you. Just like...
Like I said, there was Keats. Keats was held there for like years and experimented on.
You have heard that name.
Yeah.
A Jonathan Keats.
Okay, and Jonathan, I was led to believe wasn't there currently.
No, not anymore. He doesn't exist anymore.
No, just Ruth just looks like,
Wits and insight, Ruth.
oh god.
Damn it, storyteller, stop asking for rolls.
5 successes normal though.
That's fine. 5 successes at the first mention of Keats. Ashe's demeanor changes. At the second mention, maybe stiffens in the micro expressions one might look for to determine if someone's alive or not. At the further mention of Keats not existing anymore, Ruth can absolutely pick out the telltale micro expressions of falsehood.
I don't believe that.
No?
Keats is dead, 100%.
Alright. That's fair. Right, well,
Okay, so maybe falsehood isn't the right expression to pick up on. Maybe an obfuscation of some sort, not a whole truth. But it's slight. It is, again, a micro expression.
yeah. Okay, so let me make sure I understand the situation. So there are Thinbloods being held in the Chantry.
Yeah. Or at least there were when I was there.
Okay, is there any way you could tell me where in the Chantry?
Yeah. Like recalling there's a couple of sub basements.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Ruth
If you
knows
look-
that there's some off-limits areas.
Yeah.
The red door, the doors with the red handles.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they don't go their doors, which I'm probably just gonna go. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. It's not.
Like
fine.
I said,
It's very bad.
don't blow your cover. Don't put yourself in like harm's way. Just
Look,
if you happen to be there, just
I'll do what I can. I'm gonna be honest with you, Ash. I've made a little bit of a name among myself in the Tremere for speaking out against shit like this. So if I suddenly just shut the fuck up, it's gonna look weird. So I won't do anything to endanger them or what you're trying to do. But if I naturally find out about these things, I'm gonna have some comments.
I mean, this whole place is like sick. I don't know if you've noticed, but things.
I've noticed the whole place being sick is the whole reason I'm even in this fucking state.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How much do you know about demons? Don't worry, it's on the thumb drive.
Thumb drive, cool. I'm so glad I got this research. I know some stuff.
Okay.
I don't make a point of working with them because
don't.
I've seen enough to go. I shouldn't do that.
Only if the head of if Crowley or Miller catches you with the information on the thumb drive, you might die. I don't know.
Cool. Are they? Okay, so just give me the TLDR on this. Are they fucking with demons? Is that what's happening?
No, but there are things in the ground.
Mm-hmm.
There's there's a cave. There's a whole bunch of others, like really crazy stuff. Like I said, like it's all in the thumb drive.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that. So, does anything in the thumb drive have to do with the fucking abyss at all, or have I just been picking up fucking psychic red flags for no goddamn reason for months?
There's something wrong with the abyss.
I suppose. I'm not 100% sure, but that was the other half of the reason I was even talking to fucking Ricardo, Giovanni, spooky. We're not gangsters, but we're gonna do gangster shit, guys. Yeah.
There is a sudden bright flash of white, a crack of nearby lightning, and a loud rolling thunder that cracks. Seems as though the storm front is nearing and becoming more aggressive and electric.
Hey, why don't I drive you like somewhere?
That would be nice. I appreciate it. I don't have a car. Didn't need one when I was in the city, but apparently you go anywhere that is pseudo-civilization, you just need a car. Sorry, I've been...
I will walk towards the highway.
I'm gonna follow. Otherwise I'm stuck out here in the rain and possibly an invisible Damien, so who knows?
Like, approaching, you'll see like this super like rusted like 1950s like Ford.
Vintage. All right.
If by vintage you mean the floorboards are rusted and you can see the street going by as you drive, yeah.
Vintage. Is this is
like
this a style choice, my guy, or
this is just what they had on my budget. So
I'm surprised, but you know what? That's
no,
fine.
anything that I get, I don't need much. So anything that I I give back.
Okay.
I choose to live in pretty much property.
I mean that's a whole ass mood. Speaking of, is there any way I can bill Damien for the repairs on my laptop, or am I just kind of SOL in that regard?
I think you're kind of fucked on that, Damien. Good luck trying to send him a bill.
That's okay. I just, I'm amused by the we're gonna fuck with you and scare the shit out of you, and then we're gonna ask you for help thing.
Ruth, you take in the cab of this beater, looking around. You look out the side of your window. You catch in the mirror as you talk about sending a bill. And you could swear for a flash of a second there's the face of Damien off in the distance in the mirror.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Ruth will stick her head out the window going, "You heard me."
Yeah, I honestly would, but I don't really do money.
That's okay. I'm also bad at money, so it's fine. It's just kind of it's hard to do certain aspects of my jobs when my equipment is destroyed. So currently, other than
so
being
that could be
a girl that looks on phone and
eat hot
talking
chips
with
online.
people. I know, but
No.
New hard drive's not that expensive.
I know, but just
If
yeah, it's $1,500 to her name, sir.
if you look, if you want to tell your friends that, hey, a part of this deal is damages, and like, you can keep a portion of that, and then we'll put the rest towards like repairing, like the house, getting people medical attention, like other things like that.
So, okay, so like, how many people were at the house?
There was seven people in the house.
Okay, I'm definitely aware of 2 people that didn't make it.
Yeah.
How many did not?
4. From smoke. There were a couple that died there. There were a couple that died later from whatever smoke inhalation. It was really bad.
Ruth, it occurs to you that maybe not everybody there was kindred.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, that place did Ashe and other things just to stay afloat, to try to give people a semblance of like a normal life. Like a lot of money went through that place, so I understand why they didn't want people to like bust down their doors.
I was trying to not bust down their doors. I was just trying to say hello, give a name, and then I was gonna leave. I don't know why. Look, the independent Ricardo, Giovanni, whoever the fuck those guys are, the family. They seem to have it in their head that the Thinbloods are doing something fucked up with Miller.
I mean, we're working with Miller, but it's not anything like fucked.
Yeah,
like, we're trying to have a better future for everybody.
Which is good, and I agree with it, but I had to deal with a conversation right before coming here with somebody who accused me of shilling for Miller to cover for whatever you guys had in that house. And I think I've had no more than 3 conversations with Miller precisely, and most of them are, where do you want these books?
Miller's, and between me and you, like, Miller's an idiot.
I mean, he's the Tremere Primogen, of course he's a fucking idiot.
Like, he takes credit for work that others smarter kindred do.
Yeah, that clocks.
That's something that Keats would say pretty often. If you ever want to jab at him, just let him know that Keats probably thought of it first.
Yeah, I'll save that in my back pocket if I feel like being extra spicy, but if you want me to be somebody on the inside looking at stuff, I need to not be too spicy. So you so what do you guys want me to do precisely?
Let's set up a meeting. Some of your people, some of our people, figure it out.
Yeah.
Ashe, there is a voice, softer, more feminine. Repair the breach.
You repair the breach.
Yeah. I'll do what I can to help you guys work out your alliance or whatever it is, but I'm gonna be honest, I don't really have people.
Yeah, you have people.
Not really. I generally
there's a reason why Damien brought you here and then just didn't leave you in a ditch.
I'm assuming it's because I'm useful.
Yeah, that's the same reason why I wasn't also in a ditch.
Yes. Me being useful is the whole reason I ended up getting brainwashed and then embraced into the Tremere to begin with. So that's just the cycle of things. I just have to make myself just useful enough to not get murdered.
Like, I don't know how. I couldn't imagine someone your age doing, like, going through all that.
Well, I mean, if you want to get drunk sometime and share trauma stories, I'm happy to do that.
Like, even me, like, being, like, I was a child of, revolution, and it was still a lot for me to take in.
Yeah, well, I'm from a generation that grew up with school shooters and watched people die on TV all the time, so, like, it's kind of just a daily... Just like, yep, nope, that of course that's happening.
What's new is old again. Like, back in my day, people died at 40 and got random illnesses and didn't know what it was, or
okay, Ashe, I'm gonna
revolution.
ask you. Yeah, Ashe, I need to ask some time date questions.
Oh, like people were doing like the cough syrup like had like codeine and marijuana and alcohol and it wasn't that long ago.
Okay, you said people were dying at 40 and my brain just went like, okay, is this before germ theory or after germ theory?
No, like I mean it wasn't that long ago. I could like early 1800s, like 1700s, like.
Okay. So, before we really figured out, the
but
gravity.
It's weird because like I have like memories before then too. So like, it's not weird. It's fine. It's totally cool and not traumatic. It's fine.
Not at all. No, we're both totally like chill, and this is all good and fine and wonderful. Yeah. Okay. Good to know.
My eyes are like welling up with blood.
Oh, baby. I'm so sorry. It's good. I deal with trauma.
There's a trickle of blood coming out from under their hat, straight down to the side of their nose.
Yeah, friend, I gotta think.
Oh shit.
Oh shit. Yeah. Is that something we need to keep on the DL, sir? I just need to know.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. This is a lot of information in a very short amount of time. How the fuck? How the fuck?
Take off the hat.
Yeah,
There is most definitely another eye.
Oh my god. That's so footed. Oh gods. Okay. I'm shocked you're talking to me at all. I'm gonna be straight up.
That didn't end well for me the first time either.
No, it's okay. I just there's some deep history about my.
No, I'm aware.
Yeah, and so that's just.
Even your beast is staring blatantly.
Yeah, we're just trying to not stare.
Like pointing in your head, like, and you're like, oh my god.
Mm-hmm. Just trying to play cool, like, yep, nope, this is fine, my guy. Oh my god. Sir, you did not buy yourself those glasses. No. Yes. I love that for you. That's the whole vibe. I appreciate it. But like, you can't. That's a good joke. That's a great joke even, but I need you to stop. Like, no. Ashe, what the fuck?
Yeah, I think Ashe will like put on like sunglasses that hides the third eye.
Yeah,
Look, they're like novelty.
I mean, I've seen those on Instagram and they're funny, but like.
Oh yeah, what's your handle?
Oh, it's RHH Holmes. That's my main handle. I have lots of others that I use for posting things because I'm a trash goblin.
Oh, cool. I'll give you mine.
Yeah, thanks, man. I appreciate it. Okay, so
it's like Ada _Weaver.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Cool. I appreciate that. Thanks. So,
5 or 6 minutes drive from where you were, the lights of Manassas begin to get brighter. Traffic becomes more frequent. You pass the 66 exit and kind of back into normal universe.
yeah, just fucking. I'm sorry. I hate my sire with almost every fiber of my being, but like.
Oh, for sure. I don't have that problem.
Well, geez, I wonder why.
Well, no. No. How did my sire die?
If you don't want to share it right now, it's fine. I'm not going to push it. I was just going to say, if he knew that I was like,
I think I put them on the cross and lit it. Did I eat them?
Let's not trauma process while you're driving.
Oh yeah. I'm getting
please.
Back on the road.
Yeah. Please
jerk it right quick.
Yeah. Please, if you want to talk about it, we could park and talk. But like, I would like to not get injured in a car accident. I've caused.
I don't have insurance or a license plate or anything.
You don't have a license plate?
No.
But we are gonna get pulled over.
A familiar pink vehicle drives by at a rapid pace.
Oh god,
Do
I have enough time seeing the pink vehicle to like kind of duck in the car?
No, it's kind of.
Fuck.
Are you okay?
I think that was Rico's car.
Oh, I'll honk the horn.
No, don't lie! Are you friends with him?
No, I thought you were friends with him.
I barely know the man. He associates with those independents that burnt down your friend's house and killed several of your associates. So they might now know that I was in this car. I kind of stand out. I don't know if you've noticed all the multicolored hair and the crazy makeup. And
no, I noticed. It's nice.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Okay. We're just gonna hope he didn't notice. We're just gonna hope he didn't notice and just keep going and it's fine. Okay, so do you need me to actually work with these people?
I would like that a lot.
Okay. And if I work with them, what would you want me to do?
Like I said, so like Damien wants to Damien has plans. I don't know the full extent of Damien's plans.
Okay.
It involves with not having the camera around, and that's a start.
And he's an Archon.
Look, he's done way worse things.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I'm trying to make sure I have facts straight in my head as best I can.
Supposedly, Damien is an Archon.
Supposedly, yes. That's okay. That's fine.
Like a lapse, like a bad Catholic or something.
Yeah. That's okay. I'm considered a bad Javier because I ask for permission before I do things, and I like to get all of the data before I make assumptions. So, but it's fine. Okay. I will do the best I can. If you want me to act, am I basically acting as like a liaison between the Thinbloods and this group of people? Is that basically what we need me to do?
Just me and this group. Like the Thinbloods, honestly, some of them have a religion like they think I'm like the next coming of Cain.
Oh, I would not wish that upon my worst enemy. I'm so sorry, man. They think you're Jesus 2.0.
Yeah, and it's really a lot to shoulder.
Yeah, don't carry that cross, man. Don't do that. There's a mystery cat. We're gonna pretend he's not here.
No, there's cats in the car.
What?
For sure.
Are they okay with me?
Yeah.
What the fuck? This. I keep thinking this can't get weirder, and it keeps getting weirder. I love cats. They usually don't like me because I'm undead.
I had to feed it some Vitae to get over. Then, yeah.
That'll do it. Okay. So, okay. In the spirit of open and honesty, so I have visions and premonitions about things, and I've had some interesting things pop up in regards to this group of people and the city. That's the whole reason I'm even here. And I have some concerns.
Yeah, like what?
Well, I've had a vision of one of their group standing above, kind of towering like a lighthouse and like eating the abyss. None of those signs are good.
Which one's that?
Javier, I think's his name. I met him once, kind of. He just quietly sat and smoked a cigar. So I don't know if he's up to something sketchy, or if he's going to be doing something sketchy, or if he's tied to somebody doing something sketchy. I don't know. I don't have enough evidence to say if what I saw was what I actually saw or confirmed it. I don't know. But add that on top of the behavior at the house on Wall Street. Yeah, I'm not super inclined to continue to work with them, or even start to work with them. But if we need me to bite the bullet for the collective betterment of the city, then fine.
Yeah. How does your visions work?
Well, most of the time it happens during day sleep, or
Jude's full blown talking and driving like this, not.
Could you have all three of your eyes on the road, my guy? No, don't do that. If you want to look at me while we're talking, you gotta freaking park. You don't have a license plate. We're gonna end up in jail.
It's fine.
Look, sir,
It wouldn't be the first time I got pulled over.
Oh, what do you do when you get pulled over?
There's something to forget.
That's cheating. That's absolutely cheating. But, yeah, no, the visions, happen during day sleep. Sometimes I can force it through various means. Sometimes it just kind of happens in the spur of the moment if there's an
Ruth,
event.
Talk about premonitions.
No.
And a face comes into your mind, even as you talk. A child in Victorian dress. She seems terrified. She's in a dark place. And she's screaming for you to get out. Get out! Get out! Get out!
Yeah, I suppose in the middle of Ruth talking, she just kind of stares off in the middle distance for a second. Oh, God. Okay, I should...
Oh, no, I'm still listening. It's...
Okay, I'm sorry. Storyteller, so when the girl is telling me to get out, is she I'm trying to get the understanding of the get out. Is it a me to leave? Is the
Up
general
for interpretation.
Oh,
but there is a sense of panic there's a sense of imminent danger.
At this point, I've been driving you to the chantry. So like a few blocks before, like I'll like, you know, like hit the shoulder of the road and like come to a stop. And be like, yeah, kind of curious, like, how do you do it? Like, what do you see?
Do you want me to like force a vision, like right now?
If you like want to.
I suppose I could try. Doesn't always work. Sometimes it just kind of is me just sitting there.
Do you like? How does it work? Do you like see in my mind, or like? Because that might be crazy for you.
More times than not for me. It's kind of like everything around me falls away. And it's kind
Even
of like
you describe the process.
And
that is what happens. The voice trailing from the young girl, screaming for you to get away, as the universe kind of melds in a psychedelic pattern. You shake it off only briefly, and you turn to look at Ashe. And this thing looks as if it's lunging at you and trying to eat your face.
Okay,
it's brief. It's intense.
Is there like something I'm not seeing?
Yeah.
The closer you get to the chantry, the more lingering the sensations are from the young girl's voice. And
I don't like
demon that seems to envelop Ashe's.
I don't like have to bring you here if that's not cool. Like I just thought
I'm gonna say for your sake, maybe drop me a few blocks away and I can just walk. I do that.
Yeah, we're a couple of blocks away.
It's fine. Yeah, but yeah, to answer your question, usually things just kind of fall away. It's kind of like being in the worst like 4D movie. I kind of wish I did more drugs when I was alive. I'd have better prep for this, but you know.
Yeah, do you want to try?
Right now?
Let's not do it right now. I was just curious.
I mean, I've used it mostly to try and get more information on things I'm researching or investigating. So, I mean, if you have something you want me to look into, I could, but usually willy-nilly is kind of bad because you end up learning things about people and things that you don't want to know.
I don't really have that much to hide.
Do you want me to have a vision about you then, or because that's super personal and I just met you like 20 minutes ago and that's a lot. But again, I own the fact that a lot of your friends are dead because of some fuck up, and I'm sorry. And
that's a lot of baggage for everybody. I was just gonna say, like, you probably have a lot of reservations for like trusting me or doing this whole process.
I have a lot of reservations about trusting anyone.
Yeah, that, I mean, understandable.
Yeah. Again, that's why I ask for clear expected goals and making sure we all know who's doing what, when, and where, and why, and everybody's on it, and that we maintain some sort of basic decorum. Because if we don't, there's parts of us that will run off and do some ratchet behaviors.
Yeah, I mean,
so
yeah, that's why I tend not to. I mean, it's so easy to do awful, terrible things. Like,
Yeah, and I normally don't ever tell people I can do the vision thing, so you can have that cookie for me. So, yeah, that's one way of being people that I
just
don't like people knowing about.
The whole the situation.
Yeah, there's nothing there. You're good. Nothing happens.
Cool.
Whole John Cena. It's a whole John Cena. Yep, absolutely.
Wait, what's a?
John Cena is a professional wrestler, has a stick about "Don't see me." It's a joke. It's fine.
Oh, okay.
Don't worry about it. It's fine.
Ashe finishes motioning towards themselves, and again that vision melts away again, and this time you see the girl once more, and the face of the demon taking over Ashe's head, and the girl screaming for you to run.
Oh god. Okay. Well, I'll check out your flash drive. Thank you for sharing things with me. Thank you for not murdering me. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I'll
vibes like
Yeah. I generally prefer a more chill vibe, but Dane's a little intense, and that's fine. That's just how they are, and I respect that. It's cool. But yeah, I'm gonna head off to the Chantry, and when would be a good time to drop off those materials?
You can't go out in the daylight, right?
No. I wake up early, but I can't do anything about it really.
I mean, the earlier the better for me.
Okay, I'll do the best I can. Is there a place where? Do we need exchange numbers? I mean, I guess you technically have my phone number.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't want to use your number and like contact you without asking you, because I was like, Damien has your number, but I can easily get it from Damien.
Yeah,
I didn't want to like contact you and be creepy or whatever.
It's fine. Yeah, could you tell Damien he could just send me a meme like a normal person or a normal text instead of those ominous timers?
Also, like he likes to just like call people. Like I know that was a thing when I was like younger, but like don't fucking like call me. If it could be a text message, just text me.
Yeah, basically, yeah. But if he has to call, that's fine. I'd prefer that over the ominous hacking of my equipment with a timer.
Privacy is not really a thing with Damien ever. So
yeah, that's fine.
Look, I'll give you my number. Yeah, I mean you have my Insta handle too.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, I can just DM. Okay, that's fair. We'll figure this out. I guess we'll have a second meeting.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Thanks, man. I'm gonna walk through the woods by myself like a not insane person.
Ashe pulls over without turning onto the road that disappears into the woods leading to the Chantry on the 234 bypass, allowing Ruth to exit the vehicle. Pleasantries.
No, I was gonna say like I could like drive you closer if you.
I'm not bothered by walking. I'm more just like, again, that cover thing that you seemed keen on me having. I don't know, like, are you cool to be at the Chantry? Because, like, I've never seen you or...
I think it would be a shock for a lot of people if I showed up at the Chantry.
Yeah.
I mean, just my vehicle, they don't, like I said, like, no one's going to know this vehicle.
All right, okay, how about we do this just for funsies, all right? If you feel so bold as the Thinblood Primogen to drive me and drop me off at the front of the Chantry, by all means, let's do it.
I'm going to put my hat back on.
Ashe, what the fuck?
So Ashe turns down the road leading towards the Chantry into the woods, through it.
Can't end poorly for me at all.
Doesn't bat an eye, opening into the clearing, the massive house building mansion, whatever you want to call it, ominously rises up out of the clearing.
Is there a gate code?
No.
Yeah.
No, the Chantry has never had like gates. There is the pack the dog pack. Ruth, you know them well. They're Crowley's personal Gould, oversized Rottweiler hellhounds that pretty much do what the hell they want and whatever Crowley wants. They're like Cujo style scary kind of dogs. They're probably cool with you, probably not with too many people around the Chantry. Most people kind of shy away from the dogs. You've probably seen one or two wandering the grounds as Ashe pulls up to the front of the Chantry.
Oh, good. Dad's gonna know. That's exciting. Oh God.
I assume like Keith's like had a like spent a lot of time here, and it's like animals are way better than kindred. So gonna like whistle at the dog and like have a little treat that
the pair that are at least visible are surprisingly respondent to Ashe. Will actually come up to the driver door, pad their feet, and stick their monstrous heads in the window.
Yeah, whatever.
You've probably never seen them behave like that ever.
Have like animal treats that I keep in the vehicle. Like I'll like give them.
You come with dog snacks.
Yeah, I mean you never know.
You know what? That's fair. That's super fair.
He does ride around with cats.
That's true. But cat snacks and dog snacks are different snacks.
Oddly, the cats have disappeared from sight.
You know what? Fair. That's fair. But yeah, thanks for the ride and the not murdering me, and at least kind of trying to understand what I'm trying to do. Kind of.
Yeah.
I'm not used to being validated at all, so it's kind of weird. I'm just gonna get out of the car and go to the Chantry. It's nice meeting you. She just kind of awkwardly gets out of the
Ruth
car.
makes an awkward exit.
Yeah.
The dogs march around the vehicle, almost escorting her back to the door. They're a little freakish, these hounds.
Do the dogs usually follow me around?
Probably not. Probably not.
Oh no.
They're usually in close proximity with Crowley, or they're wandering the grounds.
I'm probably in trouble. But it's fine. I'm just gonna walk in and act like nothing's wrong.
When I get a little bit out of the way, I'm gonna hit the gas a little bit and fill up some gravel.
Sure. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is where we're going to end our scene for the evening. Please hang out. We have a small PSA that we like to run, put together by our folks for mental wellness and just being aware of those around you and being mindful in our interesting world during pandemic times. Be aware of those around you. Make sure you reach out and say, hey, how you doing? I didn't forget about you. I still know you. I still care about you. We will, like we do every time, we are going to go through and do our highs, lows, and noms, and we will catch you guys on the next night shift. Have a great evening, everybody. We'll see you soon.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Oh my god.
You were worried.
It was just like, I'm gonna die at this pond. This is where I'm dying. I've accepted that.
I don't think we need to do a high-low nom.
Okay.
It's just a nice, small, intimate group, which I appreciate. Thank you guys for letting me do this.
It was super fun. Ashe is great, but also just like, it's like, oh, maybe somebody I could vibe with, and then the visions, and it's like,
yeah, you're vibing.
Yeah, also, like, Ashe is like really chill and cool until they aren't. Like, they'll just drop like the heaviest shit and like,
yeah, no, just saying things, just like,
yeah, either like extremely traumatic or like
that's a lot. That's a lot. That's a lot.
Oh shit, was I streaming that? No, I'm just teasing.
Oh no. No, it's great.
Look on your face was priceless. It's
Oh,
like,
no.
what?
What? Oh god.
I
That's
didn't say
okay.
anything terrible.
It's fine. I didn't say anything bad.
Hello, my name is Trevor Chapman, and I play Rico Suede on Prince William by Night, The Night Shift. I'm here to remind you that your mental health is a very important thing. We all have problems, and I do mean all of us. I personally have suffered from both clinical depression and suicidal ideation. Sometimes it can be hard to share our issues because we don't want to burden other people, or we're too afraid or ashamed of the things we have done or the feelings that we have to even try to reach out to other people. But friends and family are here for a reason. They would much rather hear that something is happening in your life and help you with it than to find out too late that they didn't even know and they couldn't even try. If you feel that you can't talk to your friends or family, there are other resources available for you to talk to. Please take advantage and reach out to them. There is no need for you to go through this alone. We all need help sometimes. There is absolutely no reason to feel ashamed or afraid to ask for assistance, especially if you need it right now. If you or someone you know is in crisis, whether they are considering suicide or not, please call the toll-free lifeline at 800-273-TALK to speak with a trained crisis counselor 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. The National Suicide Prevention Lifeline connects you with a crisis center within the Lifeline network that is closest to your location. Your call will be answered by a trained crisis worker who will listen empathetically and without judgment. The crisis worker will work to ensure you feel safe and identify options and information about mental health services in your area. Your call is completely confidential and free. Again, that number is 800-273-8255. If you are unable, unsure, or prefer not to speak in person, text the word NAMI to 741-741 to connect with a trained crisis counselor to receive free 24/7 crisis support via text message. You are not alone. Trained expert advocates are available 24/7 to provide confidential support to anyone experiencing domestic violence or seeking resources or information. Help is available in Spanish as well as other languages. Call the National Domestic Violence Hotline toll-free at 800-799-SAFE. Again, that is 800-799-7233. If you or someone you know has been sexually assaulted, help is available. Call the National Sexual Assault Hotline toll-free 24 hours a day, 7 days a week at 800-656-HOPE. Again, that is 800-656-4673. You will be connected with a trained staff member from a sexual assault service provider in your area that offers access to a range of free services. For the Disaster Distress Helpline, call 800-985-5990 or text the word TALK with us to 66746. This helpline provides immediate crisis counseling for people who are experiencing emotional distress due to any natural or human-caused disaster. This multilingual, confidential, and free helpline is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Again, call 800-985-5990 or text TALK with us to 66746.